Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of Everything. The next round is all about film and TV. What's not to love about TV? Hollyoaks. It's Hollyoaks.
The end of that joke?
Yeah.
All right.
In Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks plays a backward simpleton who often wears a red hat. And it was so popular in America, some years later, they elected someone similar as president. In 1960, the film Psycho was released. My girlfriend always gets really annoyed because whenever she's in the shower, I copy that famous scene from Psycho. She'll be standing there under the water and secretly, without her knowing, I'll fuck my dead mum. Appreciate it, thank you. Thank you very much. OK, time for some film and TV questions. Take a look at these short clips from classic movies. Can you tell me what links them? You saw a thrilling fight scene from Return of the Jedi, a spectacular epic battle in Gondor from Lord of the Rings, and Michael Keaton's gothic Batman coolly throwing an evil clown over a railing. What links those three clips? I showed you three scenes from iconic Hollywood movies. I asked you what connected them. What did you all put?
Screaming.
Screaming.
Oh, no!
Good versus evil.
John Williams, we put.
John Williams, I can tell you, incorrect. I can tell you good versus evil, incorrect. Scream, absolutely the right answer.
Ow!
Well, I'll tell you, they all feature the same scream, a scream sound effect that has appeared in over 150 films to date. It's called the Wilhelm scream. It's called the Wilhelm scream because the character that used it was called Wilhelm, and then they just kept on using it. It's the best ever scream. I think I'm just about to get a clown right, so... Yeah, no, Michael, you had a good year, didn't you? You wrote your autobiography. What's it about?
I did, I wrote it.
Did you make anything up? Or was it all true?
Well, I didn't... I know this is hard to believe. I didn't get a lot of women before my wife. And so it looked so bad. It basically looked like I'd only ever slept with my wife. So I added some pretend women in. And they didn't exist. And my wife won't let it go. Every night she keeps saying to me, "Who were they?" And I'm like, "Darling, I made them up because I didn't sleep with enough girls." And she comes to it every day. "Was it Janet?" So I don't know who Janet is. So I got in trouble for sleeping with fiction.
You make up women's names, don't you? Janet.
To be honest with you, as soon as I said Janet...
You want Bernice, Rio.
Alan, have you had much experience in lying about sleeping with women?
No, but I can have a go.
Rio and Bernice.
Rio and Bernice.
To be fair, though, if you gave your number out to a girl, pretty girl like that, and then you discovered that she was as annoying as Carly Rae Jepsen, you'd suck a cock to get rid of her.
Jack, you don't have to suck cocks to get rid of people. Just say it's not
Those are
working
the
out.
rules,
I
though.
need to leave. I'm late. Every time you leave a room, it's like... I'm late. I've got another meeting.
Richard, can you please stop neglecting the balls when you do that mime? How difficult is that? How difficult is that?
Don't tell me what to do while I'm sucking your cock, Jim.
The famous Queen of Dublin, Mrs. Brown. Hello, Jimmy, you're a very bold boy. But I'm here to ask you about another Mrs. Brown, Queen Victoria. She married Prince Albert in 1840. But what tradition did she start on her wedding day?
It's going to be like rice.
Like rice?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, throwing rice.
As opposed to the buffet.
She looks like she's got a face that's been hit by quite a lot of rice.
The rice.
Some of it's still in the tin.
Do you know what she said about her honeymoon night?
Go on, what did she say?
It was most gratifying.
Prince Albert was he was famously the Prince Albert of Prince Albert fame.
Yes, yeah, indeed.
No, he wasn't.
Yes.
He's got his old knob.
So why do people call the Prince Albert the Prince Albert?
It's called the Prince Albert because he had a Prince Albert because he was very well endowed and he had to strap it to his leg to not get in the way when he was riding.
What?
That's why he had the Prince Albert.
But, like, if he got an erection midway through the day...
He would just go, whoa! Victoria, we're up.
But who rides a horse, like, forward on the end of your dick, anyway?
This boy.
Look at Eddie's concentration face.
OK, next question. Whose comments were described as appalling, prehistoric and totally and utterly wrong in January this year?
Did Clarkson have a book out in January?
I can't give anything away. What, have you got something, David, Eddie?
Yeah, we're just...
What are you doing under the desk? Are you Googling?
Yeah.
You're not Googling. Are you Googling?
Why not?
What do you mean you're Googling? Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Get his phone. Get his phone. Get his phone. Get it, Miranda. Get it. Get it. We've got to get it. Nexus 6. No, we need your iPhone.
Okay, I'll switch it off and we'll put it somewhere where you can see it. So there we go, it's off.
I can't believe Nexus 6 cheated. Miranda, keep an eye on.
I'm having a close on you, Izzard.
Why is cheating so bad?
OK, so you...
Maybe he cheated when he said he ran those marathons.
That's true.
Oh, my God.
It's true.
Don't move.
So, no point for Mickey and Carol, but Jonathan, Adam, Jason, Stephen, you get a point. OK, marvellous. Next one. Finally, the Proclaimers asked you which issue the Society for the Preservation of the Real Thing was set up to campaign on. What did you all put?
You Coke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we got that.
It was real Coke.
Cola.
So some really confident bloke at Coca-Cola came in one day and went, so I've got a new flavour for this. I've got new ingredients and that. And they went, all right, let's do it. And they came up with a new flavour of Coke. And everyone went mental because we were all addicted to the last one because it had Coke in it. And then there was a campaign, and then some people said, oh, it was all a big marketing ploy to trick us, but it wasn't. It was just some bellend at Coca-Cola who tried to change it. It was good PR. I mean, at the same time, Pepsi was setting fire to Michael Jackson's head, so, you know...
What always fascinates me, millions and millions of pounds spent on these campaigns, Pepsi or Coke, Pepsi or Coke. You go in the pub, you go, I'll have a vodka and Diet Coke, the geezer goes, we've only got Pepsi, go all right.
Yeah. Do you drink Diet Coke or regular Coke?
I just drink proper, normal, full fat. What's the point? It's all bad for you. You may as well have it with sugar in it than some made-up shit.
It's horrible.
Some people just want to get money out of advertising. That's the problem with these sort of products. You know, anything for money. That's what they want to do, really, isn't it? Anyone who drinks that Pepsi shit, I'll tell you, mad. Just...
Vicky,
Wife wants a new kitchen.
You're the worst advert for Diet Coke I've ever seen.
You're sitting there and you're going... Oh, I'm just loosening my belt while I'm swinging out. You see people in the chip shop, they go, I'll have chicken chips, battered sausage, throw a buttered roll in there. I'll have a Diet Coke as well, please.
Around, just to rack up the tension on the Big Fat Quiz of the 90s, I'm going to tell you we've got a gunge tank for the losers. We've got the actual Noel's House Party gunge tank.
No.
Well, can we just lower the tension a bit by saying, go fuck yourself? Also, Richard looks thrilled. You look super excited about this. We've got a gunge tank and you're behind, so buck up your ideas.
I will kill you in your sleep.
Who is with it? That is the original gunge tank from Noel's House Party. And that's Jet as well.
If I may, I'd like to speak on behalf of my fellow panellists, the losers, let's face it, OK? Yeah. You were not consulted about the possibility of a gunge tank, were you?
I still don't believe in it, Jonathan.
It's right there.
That is a gunge tank.
There is one person here who clearly did know about the gunge tank.
Of course I knew about the gunge tank. I booked the gunge tank.
So I would turn now to the audience and ask as to whether you think the two harmless and charming...
Well, no, they lost the quiz. They're going in the gunge tank. There's no two ways about this.
Should Jimmy Carr go in the gunge tank, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should, Jimmy. You should, Jimmy.
Why did you lose the quiz? You lost the quiz.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Carr, I speak on behalf of the nation when I say you've taken so much, it's time to give back.
I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly happy to be. I can't see what the big deal is, Richard. I can't see why. A big thank you to our amazing panel, all our panellists, and thank you for watching. This has been the Big Fat Quiz of the 90s. Good night.